Second and 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now Mon.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with. It's going to confuse.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Now back to throw.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
What a big 2020 for Hassan Reddick. Really emerged on the scene as he tied for 4th in the NFL with a career-high 12.5 sacks for the Arizona Cardinals last year. Ended up signing with the Carolina Panthers in March, a team that was 23rd in sacks in 2020.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Mon.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 29, Mon. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Mon looks to throw.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Right here. Black Ultra. Check Fury. Striker. Pull it together.
Here's Mon.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
51. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Come on, smash.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Mond out of the shotgun.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's up at 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that...
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Another day,
and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mond looks to throw on first down. Flush to his right.
There he goes inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and
that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Yetur Gross-Matos able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Another try after the first down sack.
Mon.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Let's go. 33, yellow.
Okay, double up. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, who we got?
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
2nd and 15.
56. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
They'll look to throw again.
Under pressure is Mon, and he'll go down.
It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like the big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Staying on his feet, under pressure, and they got to him again.
Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now. When you're throwing it to the fullback, just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Go. Mike 55.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all those big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cook now off the read option.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Mon now off of play action.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 63 yards. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just locked. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Mark 55.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. They're going to look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now third down as well. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.